Hey guys, this is Josh Farley back with another video. In this video, I'm actually going to be talking about a supplement that I actually take to help with my pre-diabetes or my type 2 diabetes. Not long ago, I actually made a video on my channel talking about a multivitamin that I actually took. I actually was taking before I actually heard about this vitamin. I was actually taking that, and I saw better results. I was actually feeling a lot better when I took that, and there wasn't really any bad side effects with that. The only side effect that I actually had was it actually turned my urine like a bright yellow. But that wasn't that big of a deal. I didn't really care about that. But I did see a difference when taking that vitamin, so I still do recommend that. But I'm actually off of that now, and I've actually started taking this supplement here called Berberine. And my doctor, he actually thinks that I'm either borderline diabetic or pre-diabetic, because when I go into him, he says that my sugar levels and stuff are like on par. They're he says that they're not bad, they're not good. He says they're kind of in between. I did some research and I looked online. He doesn't really want to prescribe me anything, which is the sad thing. He doesn't really want to, put me on anything, since I'm like borderline. He said that I could probably fix it with diet. So I looked online, about, like metformin alternatives and stuff. He did actually say he could try me on, metformin, and I actually told him I don't really want to be on that, because when I was on it before, I actually had diarrhea, and an upset stomach. So I told him, I said, I'd rather, not. I said, I'll just, try to doctor myself. I said, sad to say, but I told him that. So this is actually called a supplement called Berberine. And I've actually heard of this before. I actually watched a lot of YouTube videos before I actually started taking this. And they've actually done studies, and they actually say that this is actually basically metformin, but it's a natural metformin. So I started taking this twice a day. I actually took it before I made this video, and I'm going to take it again at night tonight. And I noticed right away that I haven't had leg pain like I was having. I haven't had the feelings of how people have diabetic neuropathy. I haven't been having those problems. And I've only been taking this. I haven't been taking this very long. I've been taking this for less than a week. And it actually says that it takes like 3 months for it to actually get into your system. And start working, compared to metformin, which could work in a couple of days. But I've actually seen, results in, a couple of days with this. And I highly recommend this brand. This is actually called Doublewood. I highly recommend them. You can look them up online and on Amazon, and there's a lot of people that actually recommend them for if you're diabetic, or if you're pre-diabetic, type 2, type 1, whatever you are. And I actually saw on there that some people actually said that they actually got off of metformin and started using this instead. Now, I also do take this with an acidophilus. You guys can look that up. I take this with an acidophilus every day to help, in case I get, like diarrhea or upset stomach or something. Now, they do say that berberine can cause that kind of stuff, so, everybody's different, so it might not cause it for you, but you can take acidophilus with this, and, that'll help, because that helps with, like, gut health and stuff. And your bowels and everything like that. I highly recommend trying this, guys. I was gonna go on metformin again, but I told my doctor no. I told him no because of the side effects, and plus it's a drug. So I'm not really, big on, going on drugs and stuff, if I don't have to. Natural stuff is definitely better. So I will leave the link down below in the description to this. This is all natural. This is actually, This is actually certified. Now, this is $20 for 60 capsules. I take 2 a day, so that'll last me, quite a while. That'll last me like a month or so, for taking 2 a day. I take one before I go to work. I actually work night shift, so I get done, around like 10:30 at night. So I take one when I get home after I eat, and I take one, in the afternoon before I leave for work as well. So that's what I recommend. It actually does say to only take one capsule per day on here, but I take two. It's not that big of a deal. Some people actually take 3 or 4, but I'm not going to do that. Unless I don't see, a lot better results or anything. I would recommend, starting off, taking, 2 a day. I'm not a doctor by any means, but I would recommend that. That's what I saw, online anyway, and on YouTube videos from people that actually are doctors or pharmacists. So I can actually show you guys what it looks like here. It's actually like a yellowish color pill, kind of like the ones that I showed before, but it's not actually a pill; it's a capsule. So it's definitely easy to take. It's not as big as the other vitamin that I showed, the multivitamin, for sure. So they're definitely easy to take. So you don't have to really worry about that. If you have trouble swallowing vitamins or whatever, they're capsules. So they're definitely very easy to swallow. But yeah, I mean, I figured that I would make a video on this, guys, because, this stuff does work. You might even be able to get off of metformin using this stuff. I read reviews of this brand, and I will leave the link down below in the description, to this brand. And it's actually highly recommended, this brand, Double Wood, because they have certificates and stuff. You can actually see on the back here. It says, yeah, stuff like that, non-GMO, gluten-free, so that's definitely a good thing. And you can go to their website, and they have, like certificates and stuff, saying that they've been lab tested and everything, and they're, verified, of 100% to 99% berberine. So, why they are expensive, I would, take this any day, over a drug, over metformin, or anything like that, especially since my doctor, he says that I can get, away with, my diabetes with, dieting, and like I said, it's definitely been helping me. I've been noticing, that my legs haven't hurt as much, from the diabetic neuropathy, in my legs and my arms, and I haven't had that tingly feeling, in my hands and my feet. Stuff like that, that you get with diabetic neuropathy. I've noticed in the last couple of days that stuff has been like medium to going away, so that's definitely a good sign. So like I said, the dosage is going to depend on, what you need. I'm actually a smaller guy, so I think that 500, milligrams a day, twice a day, is good enough for me. So I've, seen results, in less than a week. So I would definitely recommend giving it a try. It's natural. The only side effects that you might experience is maybe some stomach upset, maybe some gas, they say, and maybe, a little bit of diarrhea. But I haven't actually noticed that. And like I said, I do take Acidophilus with it, to help with that kind of stuff. And it does help, to, keep your bowels under control when taking this. So I'll leave a link down below, not only to the Berberine, but I'll also leave a link down below to the Acidophilus supplement as well, like I did, with the other, with the multivitamin that I showed on my channel before, for diabetics, that I actually got from Walmart. So, this is definitely good because it's only one supplement. That's the thing, it's not a multivitamin, so you don't have to take 2 of them. Well, you do have to take 2 of them, or 1 of them, depending on, your dosage, what you actually need. But these are actually easier to swallow than those other ones. Those other ones, they were like horse pills, basically. So I'm definitely glad, that I can, take these, these are capsules. instead of actually, hard vitamins. So, it's kind of like a win-win. I'm getting, a better product. At least in my opinion, and it's only, it's only one thing. It's only berberine. It's not, cinnamon. It's not stuff like that, that I might not even need. My mom even told me that. She said, she looked at the ingredients on the, multivitamin I was taking, and she was like, well, there's a lot of vitamins in here that you might not even need. And I said, yeah, I said, that is true. So I did start looking at alternatives. And just by chance, I typed in alternative to metformin, and this came up, and I was reading a bunch of articles about it. And lo and behold, I started, trying it. And like I said, less than a week now, and I've been taking it. And I've noticed, improvement. I mean, I haven't noticed, 100% improvement yet, but it's gonna take some time, because it's natural, so it's gonna take some time to, get into my body and, work its magic and all that kind of stuff. But, they say it takes like 3 months to actually get working, how it should. But I have actually noticed that I have more energy, now since taking this. So that's another good thing, that I have more energy and stuff, So it's basically, like a multivitamin as well, basically. It seems that way anyway. It still gives me energy like that multivitamin I was taking, for diabetics that I recommended on my channel. I still do recommend that. It definitely did help me. I didn't have any, like major side effects from that. But if I can take this, this is more expensive, but I'll definitely take it, compared to going back to the doctor every now and then and trying to get help from them. And they just tell me, oh, your sugar levels are fine, you're fine, you're overreacting, all this kind of stuff. So, I think I would know if I was like overreacting. He actually told me that one time, and I just, I don't really get into that, but I told him, I said, okay, I said, yeah, I'm overreacting. I said, okay. Not really something that you should tell your patients, but, that's how doctors are nowadays. They seem to be like, you're overreacting, stuff like this, stuff like that. I don't really feed into the drama and stuff, so, I just told him, outright. I told him outright, well, I'll just exercise, drink plenty of water, take, supplements. I didn't tell him what supplements, but I'm going to be taking this, instead of metformin or any other, drug, because it seems to be working for me. So anyway, yeah, guys, like I said, I just wanted to get this quick video out there. And if you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And until next time, guys.